would like to see how I got this 1940s hair, then please continue watching. Starting off with my hair like this, I'm going to be washing it with shampoo and conditioner as usual, using cold water because I've done it for a while. When I used to dye my hair red, it used to help keep the dyeing longer, but it also helps your hair grow quicker. I will be back with you after my shower. I'm back, hair is washed. I'm going to take her down in a second, but I'd just like to say, if you hear this chair like creaking, it's an old chair. It's my boyfriend's gaming chair. And yeah, she likes to make a lot of noise. So taking my hair down now, I'm literally just going to brush through it, part it in my natural parting, which is a deep side part, which is absolutely crucial for the 40s look. The reason today that I'm not doing a wet set is because my natural hair is ridiculously curly, and for some reason with curly hair with wet sets they just seem to become so knotty. The curls do once you've taken them back out, and they knot together so easily, and I end up losing so much hair. So I would rather do it this way, which is doing it, blow drying it first, curling it, then putting the curlers in the pillow rollers and sleeping with them. That is the method I'll be using today. Also as well, if you do have curly hair and you are drying your hair, I'm going to take this off, but do it like this. Doing it in this motion will keep your hair straighter as it dries, because if you just dry it just like this, then you're going to end up with your curls coming through again, your natural curls. Now my hair is all dry, I am going to be curling it and putting the rollers in. I personally wouldn't worry about using too many or too little rollers, to be honest. I literally just use however much I feel like it takes me on the day. I never use a set number or anything like that. This is a pack of 24, but I never use all 24. If you have got longer hair like mine, then you are probably better off using a few more than usual, just because the curlier your hair is, the longer it'll hold. Obviously the looser the curls are, the less likely the hair is to hold, and the longer the hair is, the weight of it will drag the curls down. If you want a curlier look, then use more rollers, and if you want a less curly look, use less. I always start at the front and then work my way back. Make sure your hair is smooth and then roll from the bottom. Make sure you roll your hair towards your head like this, and don't leave any bits sticking out at the bottom. So make sure it's fully rolled all the way up to your head here. Hold that for a couple of seconds. I like to hold it just to make sure it's definitely staying in there. And take her out like that. So now we have the curl. We are going to wrap that curl back up with the pillow roller. Do it immediately whilst the hair is still hot as well, because that heat will help your whole look to stay in and keep it held in there. Just double checking, she's tight. There we go. And then fold them over at the end. Don't care if it looks a bit fluffy or whatever else. I mean, my hair, curly, it's bound to look a bit frizzy, but obviously once we styled it tomorrow, we can style it with the pomade or styling wax, whatever you're using, and it will smooth out your hair entirely, so don't stress. Now just repeating the process all over, which takes an age, but it's worth it. Make sure they are super tight to your skull as well, because if they are not tight to your scalp, then you will lose like an inch or two at the top of your hair. And if it's tighter, it keeps like the volume at the top of your head, if that makes sense. Whew. I really wish I could do my hair like this every night, but honestly, I just value my sleep and my time too much. Like, this is so time consuming, and not to mention the fact that it's literally like, it's just hard to sleep in. Bearing in mind these are pillow rollers, so they are squidgy. They have a wire, oh, not the loose hair. They do have a wire running through them, like there, which is the bendy bit that folds over. But even with the pillow bit, like the foam, they are still so uncomfortable. And obviously women in the 40s wouldn't have used these. They would have used bobby pins, pin curlers. That's why they're called pin curls, obviously. So literally it would have been metal bobby pins all over the heads, which I have tried, and let me tell you, it is even more excruciating than the foam rollers. So I'll stick to these for now, but this is why I don't do it every day. We are finally now just on this little section of hair at the back. Doing the back of my hair is really a pain in the bum, but needs must, unfortunately. I don't know whether I should do it on camera actually. Altogether, I think I used around 17 or 18 maybe rollers, if I've counted correctly. Now we are going to just basically sit and wait. I say sit and wait because it's literally the afternoon, but I will probably keep these in now all night until I wake up tomorrow morning, and then style them tomorrow morning. But I would definitely recommend, usually most people would just do this before they go to bed anyway, so definitely keep them in for at least 8 hours. I'll be back in the morning. I forgot to just say as well, I'm going to wrap my hair with a silk scarf. So folding it half like this, corner to corner. Then that long half around the bottom of your head like that. It doesn't really matter what it looks like as long as it covers all of the rollers, because this is what is going to keep your hair from frizzing in the night. You have to sleep with it, and it has to be silk or satin, just because, like I say, if it's anything like cotton or anything like that, your hair will frizz. It is the next morning and I am absolutely ready to take these bad boys out. So just first, obviously taking off your scarf or head wrap, whatever you want to call it. Now just go through individually, taking each one out as you go along, and brush the curl. As soon as you pull that one out, brush it. So start from the bottom and work your way up. Brushing them individually will help to guarantee smoothness and less knots. So just like that. There we go. See how easy my brush runs through that as well, like, wow, if that was a wet set, genuinely, I'd barely be able to get my brush through the hair. So far, so good. Ooh. I know I said earlier the reason I wasn't doing a wet set was because it makes my hair knotty, but also the reason why I blow dry it first and then curl it is because it leaves it so much smoother. And I think that's just the way to go when you've got curly hair like mine. You need the smoothness so it doesn't knot itself up, basically. Honestly, this is genuinely one of probably the best curls I've done, looking like, anyway, so far. And I'm so upset because all I've got to do today is go to work later. Oh, and I work in a sunbed salon, so it gets really hot in there and I'll probably have to put my hair up, which means my curls will be ruined. I won't finish work until 9 o'clock, which means I won't get home until like 20 past 9 or something, and by that time, will I be bothered to re-roll my hair? Probably not. Oh, but honestly, I would say you should definitely, if you don't re-roll your hair will get knotty when you sleep with it. Say you've had these in for a day, all you do on the night time literally is just resection your hair and re-roll it up. You don't have to re-curl it or anything like that. Oh, why have I got to go to work? Right, the final two. Now for styling products, I'm using a Lacura hairspray from Aldi, which is literally like £1 or £2, and then the VO5 styling wax, which again was only I think like £3 or £4. Way less expensive than pomade, I tell you that for a fact. Everyone seems to really want to like take the vintage girlies for a ride with the price of pomade. I'm being honest, it's absolutely ridiculous. Everyone kept saying to me like, oh, get like Suavecita and all of this, and I'm thinking, why am I paying £20 to put that in my hair? That is insane. It will just get washed out, like there's no point. There's one thing I've never used really, apart from occasionally shampoos. I'll occasionally buy like their Garnier like hair foods, which like sometimes can be like £6 a bottle, but apart from that, every other time like my stuff, literally like my hair products either come from like B&M or Aldi, honestly. I am going to kind of stretch her out a little bit. Grab some of this on your hand. It literally feels like Vaseline. It's the best way to describe it. Don't use a lot because you will end up looking greasy. Again, stretch it out. I would have preferred if this wasn't so in my face here. Usually it's more like over here is the best way to describe it. That looks a bit flat the way that's fell today. I don't like the way that that's fell flat around my head, so we're gonna have to do something about that to keep her up. The other thing you'll definitely need is metal clips. Kind of like poof it up a little bit when you clip it in, just because when you take it out it'll keep that volume there. For the other side, this always comes so high, and I don't know if I like how high it ends up, so I always clip it down and let it set for a bit. I think I might actually clip this side a bit higher. And now we are going to spray it, super spray it, and hope and pray that she stays stuck. Definitely make sure you have enough pomade through the bottoms of your hair, because your bottoms are the wispiest bits, unfortunately. So really scrunch up the ends, because if not, with her hairstyle like this, you will certainly see your dead ends sticking out the bottom. Kind of guide them together. The front bits that have got the clips in definitely need the most hairspray, because that is what you want to hold in this shape. Now I am just going to sit and leave it for around like ½ hour to an hour, just to let it set and dry, let the hairspray do its thing and hold everything in place. Obviously, usually if I would say I was going out, I would be doing my hair first, then I'd clip my hair like this, then I'd do my makeup, which should take around ½ hour or so, then I'd get dressed, and then I'd take out my clips and go. So usually leave them in for at least like around ½ hour, just because with a hair like this you just don't want it to go flat, and especially in like places like, for example, if you live in a place like England or the Netherlands, or even like, and to be fair, anywhere in Europe that's like Northern Europe and it's cold, it's always windy, and unfortunately hairstyles like this just get ruined in this climate. You really want that extra hold for as long as possible. So guys, it is the moment of truth. We are going to see how she has turned out. So far so good with that side. I think she's actually turned out pretty good, considering I'm just going to work. Hopefully this will do for today. don't forget, there is literally so many other 1940s hairstyles. There's victory rolls and all of that kind of good stuff. So if you ever want me to do another video like this, doing 1940s hair with a different style, please let me know. And thank you so much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed as much as I have.